Welcome to 10th standard biology online class. Today we are going to learn about heartbeat, pulse, cardiac cycle and heart sound. First topic heartbeat. On complete contraction or systole and relaxation or diastole of the atrium and ventricles of the heart constitute heartbeat. When there is atrial systole, the blood is pumped into ventricles. Blood is pumped from atrium to ventricle. So ventricle relax and receive the blood. It is a ventricular diastole. So both the chambers receive the blood. Next, when these ventricles contract or this ventricular systole, blood is pumped into the lungs and into the aorta. At the same time, the auricles receive blood due to auricular diastole. This constitute one heartbeat. There are two types of heartbeat. One is neurogenic and myogenic. In neurogenic heartbeat, it is initiated by ganglion which is situated near the heart. Near the heart it is present. It initiates this nerve impulses. So this type of neurogenic heartbeat is present in annelids and most arthropods. Second one is myogenic heartbeat. It is initiated by specialized group of heart muscle fibers, which is present in this wall of right atrium. This type of heart is known as myogenic heart. In myogenic heart, contraction is initiated by SA node or sinoatrial node, which is situated on the wall of right atrium and near the opening of superior vena cava. The sinoatrial node acts as pacemaker. It initiates the impulse which can stimulate the heart. So this pacemaker or SA node initiate the impulse and make the heart to work or contract and relax. The impulse from the sinoatrial node or SA node spreads the waves of contraction over the right and left auricles and make them to contract and push the blood into the ventricle through these atrioventricular walls. The wave of contraction from SA node reaches this AV node, that is known as atrioventricular node, which is stimulated to emit an impulse of contraction spreading through these ventricular muscles into the ventricular muscles via the atrioventricular bundle. This is known as atrioventricular bundle, or it is known as bundle of His. Then it bifurcates and reaches these heart muscles and make them to contract. Atrioventricular bundle or bundle of His was discovered by Wilhelm His in 1893. So it is known as bundle of His. Next, pulse. When the heart beats, the blood is forced into the arteries. With force, the blood is pumped into the arteries. So there will be expansion of arteries. The expansion of the artery every time the blood is forced into artery is called pulse. It can be felt by placing the fingertip on the artery near the wrist. The normal pulse rate range from 70 to 90 per minute. Cardiac cycle. The sequence of events occurring from the beginning to the completion of one heartbeat is called cardiac cycle. During the cardiac cycle, blood flows through the chambers of the heart in a specific direction. So, from this right auricle to the right ventricle, left ventricle to the lungs, from the lungs to uh, left ventricle, then to the aorta. This is one complete cycle. It takes 0.8 second. The atrial systole or contraction of auricles. The contraction of auricles push the blood into ventricle. It takes 0.1 second. Ventricular systole. When the ventricles contract, the blood is pumped into um, lungs and to the aorta. It takes 0.3 seconds. Ventricular diastole. When there is ventricular diastole, blood enter into the ventricles from the auricle. This take 0.4 second. Totally
Point.
8 second for one cycle, one cardiac cycle. Heart sound. The rhythmic closure and opening of the valves cause the sound of heart. The first sound, lup, is of longer duration and is produced by the closure of tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. During the closure of these two valves, the tricuspid and bicuspid valve, this lup sound is produced. The second sound is produced due to the closure of uh, pulmonary semilunar valve and aortic semilunar valve. Closure of these two valves will cause this dup sound. Thank you.